One of my favourite things about the Insane trilogy is Coco. I think she is a fantastic addition, and now whenever I play other Crash games, I always wish that she was playable in those. It's great that she kind of is in this game, but it sucks that she's only in a few levels. So today I want to change that. I've already made a few videos actually about playing as Crunch in this game, but playing as Coco was my initial intention when I started messing with this game, and because I've just done a playthrough of the whole game using Crunch, I really couldn't face doing it all again just yet. So instead, I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm using the GameCube version again, so this will be a different process to when I showed how I modded the PS2 version. There's not going to be any hex editing involved, and this is pretty much going to be exactly the same method I used to make Crunch playable on the GameCube version, so it might be interesting, it might not be. Let's find out together. I'm probably going to put some footage of me playing as Coco in a Crash level underneath this voiceover once I've done the mod, because right now there's nothing actually on my screen, but I can change that by showing you these folders. These are all the files that make up Crash and Coco in The Wrath of Cortex. These are files that I have extracted from the GameCube ISO just like two minutes ago. So this is a completely unmodified, completely fresh version of the game that I haven't done anything to yet. And if you saw my video about the PS2 version, if you know anything about it, you'll see that the archives that are used in the PS2 version of the game are just loose folders in this, which makes everything so much easier. So this is Crash's folder. These things are like models, character models, and some other stuff. I don't know what new Crash is. I should probably investigate that because it sounds like it might be interesting, but these are the models, and then in each one of these folders are animations for Crash. Crash obviously has a lot more than Coco, but we can still do something with this. So the first thing I'm going to do is simply delete Crash from the game, RIP, and then copy Coco's model over to here and Crash, rename it to Crash. So I will also be replacing the Crash spin and hang spin and the models, in a minute, but I will not do it straight away, just so you can see how spinning normally works for Crash, because it's slightly different to the way Coco attacks. So I think in its current state, if I try to run the game like this, it will crash, because these animations no longer make sense with this model. The game will just get really confused and it will break. So I need to replace all of these animations with Coco animations, and Coco will not have animations that correspond to all of these. Like these bazooka animations, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. The first thing I'm going to do, and this is what I did with Crunch, is I like to make sure that the game will work with Coco replacing Crash before I do anything else. So just to make the game load properly, I'm going to replace every one of Crash's animations with Coco's idle animation. And to do that, let me find it. Here we go. I wrote this little bat file. One of the great things about kind of the early stuff I did with the Insane trilogy and all of the music stuff, which I am getting back to at the moment. That's why I've released a Crash 1 mega mix, because I'm experimenting with the music. But one of the cool things about that is that it's sort of, I've taught myself how to write bat files and do some other like proper programming stuff. So whenever I want to copy a lot of files or rename a lot of files, I just make a little thing like this, and this will probably open on my other screen so you won't see it. But now hang on a minute, give me 2 seconds to open up a command prompt so you can see it, in case you want to replicate this yourself for some reason. Where do I want to go? X CD WOC. Oh god, I've got to type that in. Hang on. Let me copy that. CD, boom. So if I just run thing, you'll see what's happening. So I've copied the idle and replaced every single crash animation with it. So there you go, use that if you want to do the same thing. It's not necessary, you can like start replacing animations individually straight away, but I just like to do this to make sure that the game still works with the character swap. So I'm going to run Dolphin right now, hopefully it works alright. I've had some problems recording with OBS on Dolphin in the past, which is why I used a different method for my Crunch playthrough, but hopefully, just for testing purposes, it should be alright. I'm not going to record any sound from this because that is like painful. The visual lag I can sort of cope with, but the audio gives me a headache, so it'll be silent. So, let me just bend down and pick up my PS4 controller, and I'll skip this bit and I'll see you in the warp room. So, the game loaded, and here is Coco. Oops. And she seems to be working alright, and I guess I can go into a level if I want to, but oh god, fuck off, Cortex. So it worked, and now there's 2 Cocos in the game and no crash. So I can start working on replacing animations. Let me just show you, if I spin, she changes back into Crash because I didn't replace that model. So what's going on here is that Crash uses a different model when he spins. It's not just an animation, but the model is rotated. So whatever spinning animation I use for Coco, she will spin the same way that Crash does here. She just won't look the same. I don't think I explained it very well. I seem to say that quite a lot. But yeah. That's the first step done, and now I need to start replacing animations. So I can close this. Yes, I want to stop. And hopefully, yeah, OBS is still working all right. So I need to go into each one of these folders and replace the things that I can with Coco animations. So they won't correspond exactly, but I'll try my best. So what have we got here? Well, things like idle must be in a different folder. Jump, have we got? No, jump's in a different folder. Land, we can do land. We can do slam, I guess would be body slam. Slam land, I think, might be useful for crouching, possibly, maybe. Spinning is actually, I'll show you what spinning is, because it's Coco has this spin animation which I believe is unused, but I'm not sure if it's as good as her normal attack, but we'll see. So sprint, I think this sprint animation might actually be her like pushing faster on her scooter, so it might not be the one I want, but I'll try it anyway. She has some more sprint animations in another folder, but I'll give it a go. So let's copy these across, replace the ones that I've copied, and then what else did I want to do? Body slam, I'm going to delete that and rename slam to body slam. And then also, what did I do? Slam land, I wanted to try that as crouch. So I guess probably crouch down and crouch idle I want to do it. Will I remember how these are spelled? Probably not. Let's find out. So, oh god, I've already forgotten. Is that right? I can't remember. Luckily, hang on. I have another Crash folder open, which is where I copied that bat file from. So, let me just double check. CRCHDWN. Yep. So, that's a few animations replaced. Tiptoe. I guess like I did with Crunch, I'll just use the walk animation for that. Oh wait, no, I want to copy it here, rename to Tiptoe, and move that here. What else have we got? I don't really know what all of these things are. Run, jump, I guess. I don't think Coco has one of those, but she's got a jump and a jump up. I don't know what the difference is between jump and jump up. But, oops, I will call it run jump just to see what it looks like. Run jump, put that in here, And then some of these it's alright to leave as idle, I think. Crawl, I haven't done crawl. I don't think she really has anything that will work for a crawl. Oh, by the way, roundhouse is her normal animation, so I might use that as the spin attack instead of spin. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think if I take land and use that for crawling as well, it won't look very good, but she doesn't have a crawling animation as far as I know, so that might be the best I can do. Did I... Yeah, just checking that I copied it instead of renaming. So that's a few animations replaced. These early folders seem to be the most commonly used animations. Like if I go down into H, it's stuff like, I don't even know, oh, glider victory, that's what that is. So stuff that's not used as often. If I go into B, I still haven't finished with A in here actually, have I? Angel, die, that's a good one. I'm gonna make sure she can die properly. These hanging animations, I don't know if it's worth changing them. I don't think there's anything that will look good. Like with Crunch, she's just going to be stuck halfway through the top of the thing. But jump. This is the Supercharged body slam, I believe, so I'm also going to use the slam animation for that. SBDY slam. I'm going to copy that across. A lot of these are just like idle animations, so it's alright to leave them as they are. Wade, I guess, is walking through water, so I'll probably just use walk for that. Wade. And then, I don't know what all of these are. I don't know what... Oh, that might be Wumper Trick, which I guess is another idle animation. Speaking of idle, I don't think I've done the idle animation. Oh no, I have, because I replaced everything with an idle animation. Never mind, I'm a fool. Let's see, so this is like Atlas Run. I don't know what Cold Thing is. This is the copter pack thing, the glider, ice skidding, mech. Probably can't do anything with the mech. Ice skidding, I did replace that with Crunch. I'm not sure if Coco... Oh no, she does, because she's in an ice level, isn't she? She has avalanche, so let's see if we can find it. Slip. Snow idle, that must be snowboarding. I'm going to guess slip. Ice skid. I don't know if I want ice skid or ice slide, so I might just do both. Ice slide. Coco has these gem animations, which I don't think are ever used in the game, so I'll put those in and try and see what they look like. Snowboarding, sprint 2, those might be the one I want. Sweep is the like low kick that Coco does, so I guess I would like to replace the slide attack with that. That makes sense to me. So slid a TTK, copy that across here. I'm rushing a bit because I just want to get this, I don't want to spend too long on this. Fall long, where are the falling animations? These are like, I don't know when these are used because they're like the loading screen animations. One of these, fall long, I think is the loading screen animation, but the GameCube version uses a different loading screen that doesn't show the characters, so I don't really know what purpose it serves. Anything in here? Oh yeah, I forgot about these. So Atmosphere, I guess I just want to use the normal run for this. Atlas Run. Then there's the copter, glider. I need to find a good vehicle animation for Coco. Dropship, possibly. I hope that's the animation she uses when she's in a little spaceship. Do you think? Does that make sense to you? Because it sounds logical to me. I can't see anything else that it might be. So I'm going to use this one for the vehicles and hope it looks alright. So what do I need? Glider, idle, glider left, glider right. Okay. So let's have 3 of these. And then GLDR, where am I looking? GLDR, IDLE, glider idle, GLDR, LEFT, glider left, and GLDR, RGHT, glider right. Let's let's move them. I guess things like flick hair I could use to replace some of Crash's idle animations to make Coco a bit more interesting, but I'm just trying to do like the most basic mod I can. So that's the glider. Are there any other vehicles? Yes, there's loads. Let's see if I can find them. Crawl, crouch, run, jump. I don't think there's any in there. B, hang, jump, scratch, nope. C, Atlas I've done, glider I've done, I've been in this folder before. D, Atlas fall. There's a lot of, I think Crash has a lot more death animations, but in many cases he will turn into a different model when those happen, so I'm not going to worry about them right now. Drown I can do. Coco has a drown animation. I'm going to use the dropship animation again for some of these vehicle things. So cart drive and mosquito drive, I think. Oh, and the sub as well, that's probably good. I think those are the animations I want to use. So what am I calling this? Cart drive and what was I going to do? Mosque Derv and sub idle as well, I think. Sub idle. So that one, I've got to find where there's one. Let's move them over here. We're starting to build up a little portfolio of Coco animations in here. The mech, I'm not sure what I can do with that, to be honest. E, these are bazooka animations, don't know what I can do with that. Gay jump is like the normal high jump, so I don't know, let's try jump up. That sounds like it might be right. Oops. Gay jump, what a great name. Hang spin, I guess I want to use a spin attack for that as well. Maybe I'll use the roundhouse just because I can. Hang spin, but I guess I'll have to replace the hanging spinning model with Coco as well. Cart jump, I'll use dropship again. Cart jump. I guess that's for the minecart in like compact reactor. Maybe that's the level I'll try to show off, because it's got a vehicle in it. Tita, tub, die. Oh, maybe tub. Actually, I think tub might be the minecart. Okay, well let's use dropship for all of those. I want die, idle, left, right. So tub, die. I guess the insinuation is that it's a bathtub rather than a minecart. I'm not sure about that. Idle. I don't think the capitalization has to be exact, but I'm doing it anyway just to be safe. So for some reason this one is lowercase. I can work with that. Tub. Oh, I spelled this one wrong. Where does the U go? There. And then copy these across. Or move them. What else haven't I done? Let's have a look in F. Cut top. There's some death animations. Oh, where's the fall? I can put that in. Fall. Also, got gem and no gem, I guess. Yeah, no gems in here. So we'll see what those look like if I can get a gem. These are the snowboarding animations. Sprint, I might need one of these if I used the wrong one earlier. These are Jeep animations, so I'll use the dropship again for that. How many do I want? Jeep death, Jeep drive, Jeep left, Jeep Nitro Death, Jeep Right. I'm going to use the same thing for all of those because why not? So drive, left, Nitro Death, right, and JP Death, JP Death, JP Drive, JP Left. Just checking. Have I done the... Hang on a minute, I didn't copy enough, did I? JP Right, because I also need the Nitro Death. JP NTR DTH. Death Drive Left, got them. Okay. No gem I did. I don't know what run lala and run lara are for, but I'm going to leave them as they are for now. There's some other stuff which I don't know what these are for. The gun animations, dancing, long fall. I don't think it's necessary because I'm pretty sure this is just the loading screen animation that's in the others. But I mean, probably I've done most of the stuff, so I think I'm probably at a stage where I can run the game and just see how it looks. So let's try it. Oh, so I got an error message that said could not read from Coco B Fall. Either the file is not there or something. So I've made a terrible mistake and everything's crashed. What happened there? I think it said in B, was it? Oh, have I messed up? Is there supposed to be... Where's the fall animation supposed to be? Oh, have I fucked up? I think maybe I moved Coco's fall animation instead. That's what happened. Okay. I accidentally, instead of copying Coco's fall animation to crash, I moved it. So that error was about Coco having an animation missing rather than crash. So be careful when you do that. And I just realised I forgot to replace the other crash models with Coco. So I'm going to do that now. Don't forget to do that. So CRSH spin and hang spin, I think, are the only ones that I need to do. So I'll copy those across and try again. Hopefully it will be third time lucky. Turns out I fucked up again and I moved the got gem animation instead of copying it as well. It looks like I did that with no gem. Both of Coco's gem animations I moved instead of copying, so now I've got to find them and copy them back. Actually, you know what I can do, because I've got another copy of the game somewhere. I'm just going to replace this Coco folder because I've accidentally deleted some of it with what does this mean? I don't know. With a backup from here, and then hopefully all of the issues should be resolved apart from this one. I don't know what I've done to deserve that, but okay. No. Can we try fourth time lucky? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. So what's happened is I've actually replaced Coco with... Oh, God. I've replaced Coco with Crunch because the version that I copied the backup from was not... was not an unmodified one, so I didn't mean to do that, but here you go. I can jump with Coco, I can spin, that's her spinning animation. I might replace it with the roundhouse. Slide looks alright. Crouching, I guess, is okay. I think this needs a bit more work, but you've seen the basic gist of it, so I'm gonna try and make this work a bit better and then show you what she looks like in a level. I just wanted to make a quick video today, so that was it, and I'll show you the end result right now through the magic of editing. See you later. bye.